Decision tree in R. It is a type of supervised learning algorithm. It is mostly used in data mining applications. They are an undirected graphs. That means there is no orientation. That is, there is no x and y axis. Outcome of this kind of algorithm is tree structure or hierarchical form structure. They are classified under classification or regression trees. So some of the terminologies of decision tree are root node. So root node, it represents the entire population. It gets divided into two or more homogeneous set. Next is the decision nodes. So decision nodes, they are the conditions which help to divide the entire population in further subnodes. Then there is terminal node or leaf node. It is the last node which does not split any further in any other subnodes. Then it is the next terminology is splitting. So splitting is the process of dividing the nodes into subnodes. Then there is pruning. So pruning means removing or shortening the tree. So if a data is large, our tree which comes out of that data set will be a large tree. So pruning helps us to shorten that tree, which looks more simpler and easy to understand. Next is branch or subtree. So it is the subsection of the entire tree, as you can see in the example also. So next is depth. Depth is the minimum number of steps that is required to reach the terminal node from the root node. So depth is the steps that are involved from getting us from root node till the last terminal node. Next, we discussed there are two types of decision trees. So there is classification tree and regression tree. Classification trees are created for the dependent variable where used when the dependent variable is categorical and it predicts a qualitative response. So for example, you can see there is an example of, am I out of shampoo? So if the answer is yes, we will say, then there is one more question. So is it raining outside? So if the answer is yes, so you will say, do not go outside. Or if the answer is no, then there is the terminal node which says, go to the market. And if your answer for am I out of shampoo is no, so there is directly the last node which says, do not go to the market. So it is a qualitative response. Where there is no number, we comes to a conclusion whether to do this or not. Then there is regression trees, which are used when the dependent variable is continuous. So for example, it can be age, it can be a number of cylinders in any question if you are predicting, or you can take sales or rent. So so it helps in predicting a quantitative response. As you can see in the example also, here what we are doing is we are predicting MPG based upon cylinder. So if the number of cylinder is equal to 6 or 8, if it is yes, then there is one more decision node wherein it is saying if HP is greater than or equal to 192, the MPG will be, if it is greater than, the MPG will be 13, and if it is no, so the right side is saying no. So if it is not greater than 192, it is 18. And if the number of cylinders is not equal to 0 or 6, your MPG will be 27. So now let's go to R and create our codes for decision tree.